There's a very common conversation that I have in my office from time to time, and it could be with a man or a woman, and it generally starts with something like the patient saying, I've gotten unhealthy over the years. Things are just not like they used to be for me, and I'm really concerned that I'm getting, overweight, and I really want to get back to the shape I was in when I was playing college sports. Truthfully, it's very commonly something like that. I've even seen a couple of ex-semi-pro and professional athletes with the same kind of thing. But it's also super common just among, everyday Janes and Joes. And so when I do their initial evaluation, I'll notice that their weight is appropriate for their height. All their vital signs are completely normal. I almost always will get at least an initial blood workup, because what's happening metabolically, internally, the things we can test for, that is probably a greater indicator of what is going wrong or what's about to be going wrong. And so then on our next visit, I'll kind of say, you know what, everything really looks normal here. There might be a little bit like you take some more vitamin D or something like that, but I can tell them from a health point of view, you're very healthy. And they always look at me and say, yeah, but I'm overweight. I try to go back and review and help them understand from a medical point of view, the term overweight is not appropriate. And then they almost always say one of two things, but I weigh more than I want, or but I don't like how I look, and they'll just gesture wherever they don't like how they look. It's almost always here, right? This is a common mindset that I think it's really important that we address sensitively, but also candidly. There's a huge variety in how, in a healthy human body shape and healthy human fat distribution. There's enormous variety. There's no one way to do it. There's no standard. The past, 40 or 50 years of images that we portray to ourselves from the media and, books and magazines, movies, things like that. And let me just parenthetically say, we're the ones buying the magazines and watching the movies. So I'm not blaming anyone else. It's all of us are in this together. But we're portraying images that are highly unrealistic. We're selecting people who have amazing genetic and personal effort results, and we're portraying those as normal. And this is not the case. The perspective that I like to share with people is, if you really want to lose some weight, I'll help you lose it in a healthy way. But I am going to distinguish that this is not a medical problem, this is a personal choice, which I think is fine. But let's just think about it that way. Currently, right now, I have a patient in this category, and she could not be happier. For the first time in her life, she's actually approaching her weight from her late 20s, early 30s, and she's fitting in clothes that have been in the back of her closet for years. So she's very satisfied. And she told me the other day that she was really glad that I helped her shift from focusing on this as a medical problem to a personal preference. It actually, for her, helped motivate her more, and it helped her own it more, because it was something she was choosing and not something she felt like had been done to her. So it is possible to get a very satisfying outcome. In my clinic, I do try to distinguish between an actual medical problem and an actual personal preference, but I can help you with both. Hey, thanks for watching. And if you want to know some more really cool life hacks to get some balance in your health, then watch one of the next videos on our page.